I'm Debbie Taylor with WorkingMomLifeline.com, and this is our Just A Quickie segment with the witty and amusing Leslie Adler. Leslie is the creator of the VuvClub.com, VUVCLUB.com. She's also a mother, a lawyer, and friend-proclaimed humorist, which is a title that I think is terrific. She also combines her legal skills and her friendship expertise as the presiding judge on Momlogic's Friendship Court. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I had sent you a little list of prompts to sort of get your creative juices going, and you came back with a bunch of fun ideas. One in particular you had titled Spring Training, and I was hoping that you could sort of tell a little bit about that today.
Sure, I'd love to.
Thank you.
Spring Training is a piece I wrote about mom survival tips for getting through the spring season with your kids who play sports. And I reminisce about the days when I was the athlete and I was out there with that warm feeling the first time you got out on the field, and go right to being a proverbial soccer mom, no longer the player, but the observer.
Yeah, it's a little different role, isn't it?
It's quite different. Now I have a list of survival tips in getting through the season, and I think it would be a great idea to share with other moms.
Great.
Well, first I go through a list of things the kids need to bring. And I ignore all reactions, and that's my advice to moms. Do not listen to what they have to say in response to the list, just do it. So
and especially the tone and the tone of way they respond. I don't know about yours, but mine, the tone is what sets me off.
I'm impervious to the tone.
I like that.
So I go down the list, and it's gender neutral because I've got one of each, a boy and a girl. And I say, do we have sticks? Do we have mouthpieces? Do we have gloves? Do we have hats? Do we have the right jerseys, the away jersey, the home jersey? And then I say, do you have your jocks, which my daughter doesn't think is funny. And I also ask if they brought their sense of humor, which my daughter also doesn't think is funny. She tends to leave that home sometimes.
Is she a teenager?
She's 11, but I think she's going into the teenage stage a little early.
Yeah, I agree.
It comes
so
with
what
the
other
buds.
tips?
I think when the buds start to form, there goes the sense of humor.
There it goes. There it goes. So what other tips?
Oh, my other tips are bring a chair wherever you go, because those steel bleachers, I don't know about you, but they make my ass fall asleep. And then it stays up all night. It's terrible.
No one wants
I tend
that.
to bring a blanket because fields are freezing. Doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime, always cold.
Yeah.
I tend to bring a tissue because there's never a working bathroom at any field I've been at. And because I'm always cold, I drink 3 cups of coffee before I go.
So you're just a freaking mess. Between the cold and all the liquid, you need to go.
I'm a mess. I try to remember, as a result, to MapQuest relevant things that need to be near the fields.
Like Dunkin' Donuts?
Like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, each of which have a bathroom, so it's all about that as well.
Yeah.
Always tissues. Bring the tissues. So, again, did I say that already? Oh boy.
No, that's fine. You didn't mention the tissue part, I think, because you never know if the bathrooms may be out of the material that's much needed, so we have to sort of go elsewhere to let it go.
Oh, exactly. I get penis envy on every field I'm ever at because it's really difficult to go without a working facility. So I always bring tissues to make that experience less disgusting.
Yeah, and they can do it. It doesn't matter. They could drop trout anywhere, any place, anytime, and they're good to go.
Totally jealous of that.
Yeah,
I also try to bring 100-calorie snacks that don't melt to avoid being really cranky, eating my arm, and to stay away from my nemesis, Mr. Softy.
Yes, the fat ice cream. I bet you share these tips with your friends, right?
I share them all. I think that's what it's all about, and that's why I write the blog, thevuvclub.com.
What is the Vuv Club?
Well, the Vuv is what you think it is. Its origin was that one of my Vuvs, one of my best friends, couldn't say the word vagina. And it occurred to me that something that unites all of my female friends is the Vuv.
We've all got one.
It skews our opinions. It skews our perspectives. It makes us crazy. And my
in a good way. It's in a good way.
In a good way. And my thought was to share my Vuvish thoughts with other people who speak my language.
I love it. So everybody should please go to thevuvclub.com and check out Leslie and her survival tips and her language and all the fun stuff that she has to offer, because there definitely is plenty of that. Leslie, it's been a lot of fun having you with us today, and everybody go check her out. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Bye.